So we've recently been contacted by PAJ, who make GPS tracking devices for different vehicles. This one you can see here is a 4G device and it's battery powered. It does actually have an internal lithium ion battery which will charge up and provide some tracking information if the mains power is taken away from it. But it's primarily designed to be powered from your vehicle battery. So as you can see here, they make these units for various different vehicles. You've got a car, motorbike and boats. So more recently they're moving into the market and marketing these units for boats, and we're going to take a look at what's in the box. They're 4G, if you look on the website, they work on 2 and 4G, and they come with a pre-done SIM. So the SIM inside this is ready to go. It's already activated. It's a subscription-based service, and it works on many different networks. You can have a look at the world map to see exactly where these devices work. They're quite small. They are really efficient to run. You can see in a little while, you'll see some of the stats, how much power this actually uses. They start up incredibly fast as well. This one can actually run from anywhere between 9 and 75 volts. So it'll cover a lot of different applications, perfectly fine for boats and other vehicles because they're normally 12 volts, but some of your boats are 24 or 48 volts, and this device will actually work on all those different voltages without anything in the middle of it. So you just connect it up to the power supply and away it goes. So I think that's really quite good. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at what's inside the box. We're going to power it up. I'll show you the app and a few other things and show you some of the notifications and alerts that you can get from this device. So let's have a look inside the box. So in the box you've got a couple of warning stickers, and you can add these to your vehicle to say that that vehicle is protected by a GPS tracking device. It just says here that the SIM card is already installed in the Finder and must not be removed, so don't remove the SIM card. There's a little quick start guide with a QR code. There's some information on how to contact PAJ. You've got the email address, telephone number and a WhatsApp. The quick start guide is in different languages, so that's quite nice. Just get you up and running really quickly, and a bit of information on how to get the different apps from your different app stores. Included in the box is a full manual as well, so that is also in different languages, so you can get started really quite quickly with it. If you need a little bit more information about how to connect it up and what you need to do and how to use it, then this is where you need to start. And then you've got the unit itself. So you've got two different cables here. You've got one that you can add to your battery, which is crimped with terminals, and it also includes a fuse, so there's a fuse in line ready to go with that, and that's quite a good length of cable actually, so you can connect this up to your battery and you can hide the device somewhere else, so it doesn't have to be right next door to your battery where it potentially could be found. And you can see here there's a connector which connects straight into the bottom of the device. So here is the device, and as you can see, this is the Vehicle Finder 4G2, so the second generation, and it's 4G based. On the back it tells you a little bit about the internal battery. It's a 180 milliamp hour 3.7 volt battery, and it tells you its operating voltage range again, which is 9 volts to 75 volts. It's got a huge operating voltage range, and then it gives you an idea of how much it's going to consume. So when it's on 12 to 24 volts, it's going to consume less than 150 milliamps, so it's really quite efficient. And then you've got a couple of LEDs on the front that'll light up when it's got a phone signal and when also it's got GPS. So what we'll do is, and there is also a sticky back pad. So you can stick that to that, and instead of using the little tag at the top, you could stick it to something, or you could mount it using this at the top here. So what we'll do is we'll fire this up next and we'll see how long it takes to boot up. We'll do some tests in terms of power consumption, and we'll have a look at the app. Okay, so I've just connected the device up. This is a little inline fuse, and I've just plugged it in and it's booted up and it's got my location straight away. So if I just put the recording on my phone, you can see straight away that it knows exactly where we are. So we're currently in Diganway Marina, and that is exactly where we are. That is really, really accurate. Now the only thing that hasn't appeared is the lights haven't popped up on my device, and that's why I didn't know straight away that it had actually powered up, but it has. So I've just read the manual, and the LEDs are on, but they're extremely faint, and the reason for that is that so that it doesn't stand out. You probably can't see them there, but I have got an orange and a blue, I believe that is. Let me just have a quick look into the manual, and that means, so when orange is on, the signal is available, which it is. So this one's lit and it's orange, and blue is on, we've got a GPS signal. So if this flashes, then there is no GPS signal. If the blue LED is off, then it's in standby mode or it's switched off. So that's what that's saying. So we've got both of those lights. It probably can't pick them up on the camera. Maybe just there, they're very, very faint. You probably just see them. But yes, they are lit. Didn't spot that. I thought they'd be a little bit brighter than that, but that does make a lot of sense. So you can go into this menu here and you can see a little bit of information. You can see the battery voltage. So we're currently at 14.1 because that's the batteries are on charge. You can see a little bit of other information. So the device is online. You can see if anything's moving. You can go to its route, but we haven't obviously been anywhere yet, so we're not going to get that information to come through. And then you can sort of, there's an alarm there, look, power cut alarm. So we'll put that on. Vibration and an ignition alert, so we'll put that on as well. You can set speeds, you can set a voltage alarm, so I could say, well, actually if the battery voltage drops below a certain level, then I can get this to trigger an alarm for me, and things like that. And you can also geo-fence, so I could put a box around like this marina, and if this boat moved out of the marina, then obviously it would trigger an alert and send me an alert. But yeah, so that's the very basics of it. So you can see the update interval in that top corner, look, refreshing in 10 seconds. So you can see that information as well. So you can change the different map types through the options there. Satellite map. That's obviously going to rely on my 4G. There we go. So pull the battery then. Let's pull that. So you can see, there we go, straight away now I've pulled the battery and it says it's got disconnected, so we get an alert for that. So we'll plug it back in. It's got an alarm there now. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to just double check is how much power the device actually used. So what we'll do now is we'll pull the fuse out of it and we'll just connect the multimeter in there and just see if it does actually use the amount of power that they say it does. So if we just connect the multimeter in, so you can see there it's bouncing around a little bit, but it's probably just booting up and getting its signal and things. But it does use less than 75 milliamps. So I've tried this unit located in different areas of the boat to see if it would lose its signal, and it hasn't. So what I wanted to kind of understand is where I could place it. I mean, obviously they've been designed with cars in mind, so they're normally metal, and they work in that situation, so I didn't really think I'd have any problems, and I haven't. So I've tried it, like I say, I've tried it in different cupboards, I've tried it under the bench. Obviously it's inside my boat at the moment, and the signal strength and everything has been absolutely fine. It's got a really good accuracy, so I've had no issues with that. And the final test is what we're going to show you now. I wanted to disconnect it, as you can see, from the mains now. I stuck it in my bag and we went away, and I wanted to understand how long the internal battery was going to run for and what information it would give me on a bit of a walk. So I'll show you that footage now. So the first notification we received was that the device had been unplugged from the mains power, and you can see here we've just simply walked up the ramp and we're at the top of the marina, and it's got our location straight away. Just note the time, it's 9:55 at the moment. We went then for a little bit of a walk, and it's starting to note the speed and also the height. Still tracking us at 10:15. We're a little bit further along the coastal path now, and it's got our location again. You can see how far we've come from the marina. A little bit further along at 10:34, it's got us further along the path, still tracking our height and our speed, and it's given us another update. And this is where we ended up. About 11 o'clock, we were at the CAF just down the road, and it tracked us the whole way there. You can see the marina in the background. It's still running on battery at this point. So once you've got some location data, you can then look at the routes tab and show you roughly where you've been. Here, it's shown the route where we walked out of the marina and up to the top. And here are the alerts that we got. Once we powered the unit back up, we obviously got an alert to say that Allegra had come back to the geo-fenced area. And here's the longer route that we did along the coastal path. I've been really impressed with the unit. I think it's got some really nice features, and the fact that it doesn't use a lot of power and it powers up really quickly, I think are really, really good. We'll leave this video here, but once we've used the unit a little bit more, we'll do an update video shortly. Thanks for watching.